to earth.
Welcome everybody to another All Greenz Entertainment Documentary Podcast. I'm your host, Young D, aka Reverse, followed by my boy.
What up, though? It's your man's NFT the Polar Bear. Today on the All Greenz Entertainment Podcast, man, we got one of the great MCs that come out of Detroit, man. He was the All Greenz Entertainment Camp. He with the group Most Mans, one of the youngest members of the group Most Mans. He first single, Business as Usual, blew up all over the city. He did stuff with Keep It Moving with Ryan Street, God rest. Rackdo Entertainment, man, plenty of accolades right now, doing things with people trying to help get reparations for descendants of slaves, man. We got on the phone today with us, man. We got the one, the only Severe H. Bishop. What up, though, baby?
What up, though, my dude? Man, what's good, man?
What up, though?
What's going on, D, man?
What's up, my baby? You all right over there?
Yes, sir, man. I really appreciate y'all, man, for having me, man. I you know what I'm saying? I'm speechless, honestly, to be real with you, man. Y'all came to me to want to have me on the show, so I honestly really appreciate y'all for having me, man.
For sure. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Man, so today, man, we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it, man. Mr. H. Bishop, Severe H. Bishop. What's the H stands for? High Bishop, Severe. Yeah, Severe H. Bishop, the High Bishop of the clique, man. Youngest member of Most Mans, man. So, man, how did you get started into this rap music, man?
Honestly, I want to thank my mother. God bless the dead, man.
God bless.
I think I was no more than about 7 years old. And my mom used to always hear me in the house rapping, other guys' stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was like, boy, you always running around rapping everybody music, rapping all these other rappers. Why don't you write your own rap?
Right.
And I just looked at her, and I was like, okay. and that was it from there. Seriously, that's exactly how I started. I was rapping everybody up, because I think around the time, like Too Short, Dr. Dre, they was the big names that was all out here. So I was, in the house, listening to sneaking listening to their little music or whatever. And instead of me getting in trouble, I just, I cut out all the cuss words, but I still be rapping. Right. My mom be like, boy, you always rapping somebody else's stuff, right? Why don't you write your own rap?
Man, I know that's right. When I was a young dude, with the Richard Pryor albums and the Red Fox, sneaking listening to them, Word. Yeah, that's for sure. So, so you, where you from?
Oh, man, all the people know I'm from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? But, I love where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, with your periods, and, you know what I'm saying, I represent that, but I got a few other neighborhoods that I came up under, like 12, North End, just to name a few, you know what I'm saying, they was the neighborhoods that basically made me where I'm at. So by the time I got to, like, Puritan, I was jumping off the porch by the time I got to Puritan, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I really claim Puritan, because, that's where I really got my start from, you know what I'm saying? But please believe, shout out to, the North End, shout out to 12th, you know what I'm saying, shout out to 3rd, you know what I'm saying, I mess with them guys heavy, shout out to Southwest, you know what I mean, the whole west side, basically, the whole west side of Detroit.
What you think about that, Young D?
That's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear that. You got good connections, right?
Yeah, sir. I still got a few connections still in the city, you know what I mean, but I'm trying my best to branch out and create new ones.
Right. So let me ask you, bruh. who was one of the first people to give you an opportunity at, you know, at music or anything, a job opportunity, you know, somebody like one of the first people to really kind of inspire you to, you know, take your vision on?
Okay, so the first show I ever did, I gotta give a shout out to my nigga Hot. He told me about this underground little club that he was doing shows out of, and he was like, man, they got a nice little crowd, man. Whoop, I think they'll be feeling you. I think you should go with it. So at the time, I ain't nothing about, I'm like 15 or something like that. You know what I mean? And we shot over there. He said they do it like every Wednesday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So we shot over there. We had to pay like $5 to get in. You know what I'm saying? So they knew about Hassan already. They knew how he got down. They knew what he do. So he came in there and basically gave me the cosign to my man. And he looked at me and he was like, all right, man, well, we're going to give you a shot. They put me on the list, whatever. I went. They was basically doing it. They was doing instrumental, but they was doing live band. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically they had an older crowd in there. You know what I'm saying? And we was like really the young cats in there. Man, right. I heard them instruments get to playing, and I just went off the top and just got to going, and everybody in there was like, "Oh my God!" They like, what you signed? You like, and I'm like, nah, man, you know, I'm just out here doing the thing. And they was like, everybody's like, man, you coming back next week? Come back next week? I'm like, yeah, I'll be back next week. Real. So the following week, I went in, and they had their list already made. Now I did this on purpose. Okay. I went and I signed my name at the bottom of the list. They called me first. They called me first. They was like, no, bro. I'm like, man, hold on. I put my name on. They like, no, bro, you got to set the tone. Okay. They was like, we need you to set the tone because everybody in here really kind of looking for you. So we need you to set the tone so that way anybody else coming up after you, they know they can't come with no BS. And I was like, okay, man.
So when did you kick? So fast forward a little bit, man. So when did you kick this dough in and really give it to the city, man? How did that situation go down?
Okay, so I want to say about 8 months later, my cousins was telling me about basically you. That's right. They was telling me about you. They was like, man, we got a dude that, you know what I'm saying, whoop, and he do this, and, you know what I'm saying, he got a label, and, you know what I'm saying, he got a few people behind him, and we really think that, you know what I'm saying, Severe can help you out. So I'm like, okay, man, well, I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but you gotta, you know, put us in the same room.
Yes.
So
I remember that.
Bam. So they I can't remember how the whole thing played out, but I do remember we was on Philly. I know that. I still remember we was on Philly. We was out chilling or whatever. D, which is my cousin Dion and Dennis, shout out to both of them. They pulled up with you. and they got out, you know what I'm saying? I think you had grabbed Dennis. Y'all came up to the house and got to talking, and he was like, basically, he was like, yeah, man, this is who I was telling you about, and he was like, yeah, man, this who I was telling you about. Right. So he's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know, you basically explain to me what you can do for me and what you can't do for me, and I really appreciate that part because since I had got into this game or in this.
To hear the full interview, go to Spotify or Google and type in All Greenz Entertainment Documentary.